Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Moon Scarab channel. My name is Ramon. You already know that. And welcome to Insomnia Tarot. So, this is a show that I always wanted to do because sometimes, I get late from work or I don't feel like going to bed and I get the live bug. I want to shuffle some cards, sometimes chat with someone, do some readings, and I came up with this idea. Um, I wasn't planning on doing this show tonight. I actually had it planned for maybe in a few weeks, but today I didn't feel like going to bed early, so this was the perfect day to do it. Um, I have a unexpected guest, and I would like to share the space with Heather from Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar. Hello, Heather.
Hello, Vogue.
This was
Hi,
not
Ramon.
planned. Hi, everybody who's in the chat. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Ramon.
Um,
Thank you for
y-
having me.
yes, I was gonna have Scott too, but he did his live already and he was going to bed early. He stopped by to say hi.
I see.
I
Hi, Scott.
yeah, I want to say hi to a few people. Hello, Tom. Nice seeing you.
Boy, it's been a while, Tom.
We have Scott here. Hello, Scott. Lucky is here.
Hey. Hi, sweetie.
Courtney. Hello, Courtney. Thank you for stopping
Oh,
by
look at your
again.
doggy.
And look who's here. Robin.
Robin.
Robin is gonna be my next guest on In Orbit with. It's going to be next week. So
Looking forward to that.
yes, I'm looking for that to
Robin's
that
cool.
too. We have Lucy de Antigua Tarot. Buenas noches. Great seeing you. We have Aries girl.
Hey, girl. Hey, it's been a
Hey.
hot minute. What you been up to? Three
We
hours later.
have this troublemaker over here.
Not me.
Ramia. Hello, Ramia.
Oh,
Thank you
that's a
so
beautiful
much for
name.
stopping by. Beautiful name, yeah. JR.
Hey, JR.
We have Tropical Empress and Spirit.
Amanda. That's
Nice
Amanda.
seeing you. I love that name. Every time I see that name, I think of pineapples and
I see
hibiscus
the big
flowers.
plumeria, the flowers.
Yes. Jonathan is here.
Hello,
Hello,
hi,
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Nice seeing you. And that's everyone so
It's
far. We
only
have
six
six.
o'clock p.m. his time,
My
so
God,
mhm.
we have 16 people on the chat. It's called Insomnia Tarot because I'm in the East Coast of the United States and here is midnight. It's past midnight.
Mhm.
I know in some other parts of the world or some other time zones, like with Jonathan, it's what, like 6 p.m. you said?
6 hours
6
behind us.
p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in the United States, we're somewhere between 6 p.m. and midnight,
Ooh,
different
it's an
time zones.
hour.
Yeah. And in other time zones of the world, United Kingdom is like 5 a.m. maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's insomnia here. It might not be insomnia over there, but it's a great title for a show. So we're gonna do, just some readings. If anyone want to post their questions, we're gonna we'll be more than happy to do readings for you. I'm gonna use several tools tonight. I'm gonna use, of course, my RWS tarot.
Of course.
Yes, I will use also a Lenormand deck, also in the same theme. It's the Pixies Astounding Lenormand, and this is artwork by Pamela Coleman Smith as well, same artist who did the RWS, but adapted into a Lenormand format. She never got to see this. She didn't directly do this. This was done
Mm,
recently, a few years ago, but it's amazing because all the artwork fits perfectly with
I
the
love that.
format of Lenormand. We have the book, and this is her original artwork. So I'll be using that. I'm going to be using also the Sunrider Oracle, which is an oracle also based on Pamela Coleman Smith's deck artwork. I actually created this deck and I love it. because it goes perfectly with the theme of the RWS. For people who
Snuffles included.
Snuffles is somewhere.
People are like, who?
It's Snuffles. Snuffles is the cat
Mhm.
on the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands of the RWS has a cat, and it was an actual cat. And the cat's name was Snuffles. It was the cat of Edith Craig, who was a friend of Pamela Coleman Smith. Or the original plan was to have um a jaguar, but Pamela Coleman Smith incorporated a cat. And
Hmm.
people have assigned different meanings to the cat. Female intuition, the dark side of Venus, etc., etc. But it was one of uh, the groundbreaking ideas from Pamela Coleman Smith. And Snuffles, the cat, has been immortalized not only on the RWS, the
Mhm.
Red Smith, but also a lot of clone decks after that. So if you see a cat on the Queen of Wands, it comes from Snuffles. Actually, we did a show on that a few weeks ago.
Mhm. Yeah,
Had
Ramon was my first guest on my Queen's Chamber series, where we look at the different queens, and the Queen of Wands. There you go.
Yeah.
I learned so
So
much from Ramon. It's awesome.
Heather's channel, Indigo Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar.
Yeah.
Sh I'm a guest at that show a lot. I love that
Yes.
channel. And she recently came up with an amazing show called The Queen's Chamber. And on each one of the episodes, we discuss, or she has a guest that discuss everything related to the queen of that day. So I had the Queen of Wands. Jonathan had the Queen of Cups, was it?
Pentacles. The Queen of
Queen of
Cups is for
Pentacles.
solely for Miss Tarot D, because she's the Queen
Uh-huh.
of Cups, the Queen of Hearts. She's my Queen of Hearts, so she's going to be my Queen of Cups. And Jackie's Crystal Moon, when we set a date, she's going to be the Queen of Swords.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to the King's Chamber.
Oh, there is a King's Chamber.
Yeah, I was getting the idea from when Shan and I were watching, because we love Egyptian civilization and episodes talking about, the chambers and all this. And I was thinking, well, that would be cool. I could do, that's my brain. I'm
Mm-hmm.
creative. I'm an artist. So that idea popped, and I said, Ramon, what do you think of this? And I tossed ideas off Ramon now, and he was like, oh, that's awesome. So yeah, he's my soundboard. He's
Yeah,
my
I
creative
loved it.
soundboard. Yep.
It's a great idea. So I see people posting questions. I'm starring them.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, Tom says, I don't think I've ever had a Ramon reading. Can I get one for this time? Oh,
of
sure.
course, yeah. The chat is going quick.
Yes,
Just let
20
me
in chat. Thank
see.
you, everybody, for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well,
Everybody,
while I start the questions, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your channel, what you do, how long you've been in the Tarot Tube community?
well, I have to save some of that for my guest appearance on In Orbit next month. Just dropping that little bit of.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a guest on Ramon's channel for his In Orbit series, so I am very excited about that. But just me briefly, I've been on. I've had my channel. It'll be 3 years, starting my fourth in November. I've gone through different name changes because I grow. I was initially uh, Chrysalis Tarot, Indigo Chrysalis Tarot. Then I went to Indigo Jaguar Intuitive Arts, which I have for quite some time. And then this past January, February, I started gaining interest in alchemy, soul alchemy, using colors, cards, my intuition. And I told Ramon, I think this summer there might be another metamorphosis coming on um, with my channel. So I know some people are like, oh, she's always changing her name channel, or her
Mm,
name's kind of long. But you know what? This represents my spiritual growth. This represents me. And my word for this year is authenticity. And I'm really trying to be as authentic with myself first, and so that my channel is the same. And that's what I'm doing new series, doing a light painting session because I'm an artist. So Jonathan and I have been doing light painting sessions together. I've been exploring, Lenormand more. Ramon has joined
Mhm.
me on that. I'm going to be doing Lenormand um, with Jane the Seeker. So I'm making sure that parts of myself, the poetry, I've been a poet since I was a teenager and really getting into it in college. And so I do the poetry aspect of myself with Jeffrey on Sunday. So I'm really creating my channel to make it really who I am. And
Mhm.
my core circle of my fellow readers that join me are beautiful. Like you're in orbit. They're my circle, and we all resonate with each other. We respect each other, and that creativity is there. I love
Mhm.
that. So,
Yeah, definitely. So I had someone say, Heather, I didn't know you were going to
hi,
be there.
Teresa.
Hello. I didn't know she was going to be here either.
Well, three
It
hours
was
later, after with Allison, I'm wide awake. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do it. So
the.
by the time we're done, I'll probably be ready for bed. So
Mhm.
I'm down.
Yeah. So we stopped at Snuffles. I was going to say, if any of you have yes or no questions, I also have a yes or no deck. A deck that each card has two different answers. So I have that option
I
available.
haven't
What do
seen
you
that deck
have?
before.
No, I
Oh,
order it at Etsy.
Etsy. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I get in trouble with Etsy.
My God, I
Speaking
know.
of Etsy, one of my decks is actually my Witch Lenormand. So I brought my Witchy Lenormand with me, and oh, isn't he cute? It's almost like a little Chihuahua mix, and we all love Chihuahuas here in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So I brought my Witchy Lenormand, but I have a whole set of my cards here. Sometimes certain ones that I bring, depending on the reading, sometimes it's like, nope, I'll get pulled to a different deck. I might have to go dig it out or something. But I have a nice set here. So I have several tarot. I have my Hush. I have my muted palette, mystic palette. My Janadella Gratalius, my Rebecca Campbell. So I even have a crystal deck sitting right here. I got a feeling that I'm going to need to pull a couple crystal cards tonight. So yeah, that's what I have with me, and I even have a set of astrology cards that I just got that are beautiful. So,
Hmm.
and my Kipper, Allison was talking about Kipper. So Allison, this is the Kipper, and I'll probably be using some of it. You'll probably be asleep, but Kipper came along too.
That's awesome. All right. So let's start with the questions. Everybody
Okay.
bear with me. This is the first time that I've done a show taking questions. So if by mistake I skip you, I beg your pardon. Just post your question
Hmm.
again. Um, so let's start with the
It's
first
a lot
one.
of work.
Yes, it's gonna take me some practice. So first question I have here is from Ramia. Feeling emotionally low. Universe message for this situation. All right,
Mm,
let's pull some cards.
okay.
Tonight I'm going to be reading in reverse. Also, I read both upright and reverse. Most of the time upright because I believe tarot has enough messages in their cards to deliver something meaningful. But sometimes I feel like doing reverse. So tonight is one of those nights. Let's see what we got. Huh. And sure enough, I got a reverse. So the first card that I have is the Five of Swords reverse. And this is a card about making amends, reconciliation, um, finding a peaceful resolution, something that's ending, but also moving on. Second card that I got for you is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords reverse as well. And this is resistance to change, but also it's about unfinished business, um, uh, in a sense, in a possible way of lack of progress, right? The third card I have is the Knight of Cups. And this is a card about bringing ideas, being passionate, romantic in a sense. But in the sense of over here, what the cards are saying is you're going through a process of transition right now. The universe is inviting you, or it's trying to tell you not to resist the change that is coming, right? Make amends to whatever situation you've been going through. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves. Sometimes we can't forgive ourselves for decisions that we made in the past, and it's the best way to beat yourself, because in reality, like I say, I've said this a lot of times, we make decisions based on the best information that we have.
Mhm.
But looking in hindsight and question those decisions, it's the worst thing to do. So make amends with your past and move on. Don't resist the change. That's how life is. It's a constant flow. And learn to bring to yourself that forgiveness, the emotionally positive lesson that you definitely got from this. It's life is a cycle of making decisions, making mistakes. Just move
Mhm.
on, learn from it, and like with this night, continue your path, and it will definitely take you to a place of positivity and growth. And that's what I have for you.
Beautiful. And Ramya, I'm going to follow pretty much through with what Ramon said. I pulled from my Rebecca Campbell decks. Plus, I was also guided to pull a crystal card for you. But the first card I have is Break the Chain: Ancestral Patterns, Healing, and Rewriting the Future. So, yes, things in our past, there's something that feels like that needs to be worked on. When we, I was going to say resolved, but sometimes that puts a little too much pressure on us. Um, we think that okay, we automatically have to fix something immediately. Sometime, especially with this ancestral, this feels like this is something that may take some time, but to have the patience. Um, I also feel like you have ancestors with you, walking this path with you, willing there to help you and guide you on this path of healing. And what really is important and goes with this card is my crystal card for you. It's called Zebra Stone, and it's a card about compassion. And this a lot we're willing to give compassion, be compassionate to other people, but we so very rarely do that for ourselves. So make sure you get really rooted, work with the ancestors, with things that are in your recent past. And with the zebra stone too, it's associated with our root chakra, which is that fight or flight. It's that getting grounded into the earth, really kind of digging deep, finding the strength that you already have, to be able to start working on these patterns, and rewriting your future. Next card, very beautiful. The child within. And there's a woman holding that little baby in her hands. So allowing your inner mother to care for you. There comes the compassion again, the innocence, the gentleness, the tenderness, making sure you give that to yourself. This has to come to you first before it can go to anybody else. And remember, I am worthy. I am enough. We need to be able to nurture this. And if along with the ancestral, this could be your grandmothers on the other side, possibly a mother if you've already lost her, even aunts, people in our lives that aren't necessarily blood relatives that were very mothering to us. Even your high power. This could be Mother Mary. This could be Kuan Yin. This could be any mother goddess, that is there to be willing there, that is willing to be there to nurture you. And the last card I have for you, my dear, is the Cosmic Ocean. And it's current dreams, future realities, and new beginnings. So as you're processing this and you're doing the work and you're making sure that you're taking time for self care and for self love, start paying to your dreams. You're going to start connecting with your spirit team, your spirit guides, your ancestors, and that'll help you through and start this new beginning to help you move forward. Um, but yeah, it takes a while, so don't push. We all heal, we all grieve, we all process at different paces. All we all are different, and just as long as you don't sit into that depression or that feeling of loneliness, because I know I have depression, I deal with it on a daily basis. So as long as you're working with somebody, with yourself, with your guides, you got this, girl. You do.
Yeah, definitely.
It,
And feeling emotionally low, I mean, just
we all do.
acknowledge the pain,
Mhm.
acknowledge the process, but don't stay there. Move on. There's more things, there's great things down the road for you. I feel it.
And we
So,
honor our those emotions too, even if they're painful and it's something, even like, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this. No, the emotion's there for a reason. You sit with it, you honor it, but you don't stew in it. You say, okay, I need to heal now, I'm going to set you aside. I honor you, thank you for your lesson, and then you move on.
exactly. Thank you, Ramya. All right, next question comes from Courtney. How will my half marathon go on June 22nd that I'm running?
Ooh,
Hmm,
good for you.
let's see.
What deck?
My marathon and my running days are over. When I was in my 30s, I used to run 7 miles a day. It was crazy. I can't definitely do that anymore.
I don't think the vaping helps either.
Well, it's
To
the
the
knees.
lungs.
It's the
Oh,
knees.
yep. I
Yeah.
hear ya.
Let's
I got
see.
these. Yep.
I mean, I have a treadmill here, and I use it every now and then, but I'm not able to jog as much. I,
Yeah.
g- I, I can get injured
I miss
easily.
bicycling. I miss all the roller skating, the speed skating I used to do. Just as you get older, life
Hmm.
kicks you in the ass. Ooh, that's a flyer. Okay.
Let's see. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I have three cards for you. First card I have is the Tower. It's not a scary card.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like this card. This is a card about groundbreaking changes. It's a card about renovation, of change. Second card I have for you is the Magician, and this is potential manifestation. Third card I have for you is the Two of Wands. So this what it's telling me is that uh, this marathon that you're going to, it's going to be a groundbreaking change, something really positive for you. It's gonna expand your capabilities in, in how you physically develop yourself, how you see yourself. It's going to bring more confidence into what you are doing and will be doing. But what it's telling here too is manifested. You definitely can do whatever you want. So the combination of these three cards are telling me that your marathon is going to go very good. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
bring you a lot of confidence, a lot of strength, a lot of belief in your capabilities, and it's inviting you to expand on those capabilities. You know, you can definitely, once you go through this step, this marathon, you're going to see how strong and how capable you're able to do anything going forward. So that's what I got for you.
Okay, Courtney. This flipped out at the bottom, so I'm going to start with this card, and then I'll share the others I have for you. This Queen of Pentacles. Look at her. You queens are about the nurturing, but think now with running the earth. Get connected spiritually. I'm seeing, or I'm getting the feeling of when she's running, have her think of the ground under her feet. Remember, it's the earth. The deer, they run fast, they move, they're sure footed. The owl, that's beautiful wisdom with the owl, but really kind of connecting as you're running, feeling the earth under your feet, connecting with the energy from her, asking her to support you, to guide you. So being grounded, nurturing that, but also being spiritually in touch with the earth as you're running, feeling her under your feet, knowing she's there to support you. So I know you have some worries. I have the Nine of Swords. So whatever worries those are, don't let that keep you up at night. You need your rest. You need to make sure that you are eating properly, you're getting enough rest, and you're staying hydrated. And make, I don't know if I said eating I think I did say eating properly in preparation for your marathon. I did get the Five of Swords, so I feel like you don't, if you're good, if you're feeling defeated, like what if I don't do well? Um, but you have this. I asked for a clarifier for this for you, and I got the Ten of Pentacles. Again, there's the Earth. However, because I don't know when with runners how they measure their success in a marathon. I know you like to come in the first place, second or third, but right here with that, don't feel defeated if you come into a place where you're hoping that you would have been a little bit higher, but don't let those self-defeating thoughts get to you. Don't let them keep you up at night. Again, you got that Ten of Pentacles, you got that Earth, that support, that success with you. And the last card I have is the Temperance card, moderation. You know how to be able to to pace yourself, have patience with yourself, have patience with your body. I don't know if this is your first one, but if you have done others, then you know from the experience, you know, how, when to go a little bit faster, when to slow down a little bit, when to, um, the breathing, everything with the earth. Just be patient with yourself, your body, run with moderation, with balance, and I think you're going to do well. Just, try not to let your fears or self-doubt, you know, the swords, the mental too, that
Hmm.
mental anguish that you're like almost kind of saying you're not going to be good enough. You're not. You got to get rid of that. Just be centered and know that however you finish, that was a success. That was an achievement. Because there's a lot of us that can't do that. And so take pride in yourself for that achievement and have fun. Remember,
Definitely.
run with Mother Earth. Think of that deer running with you, that owl flying overhead, that wisdom of when to slow down, when to pick up space, how to, whatever goes into work with the marathon.
Hmm. That Nine of Swords, the worries, it goes
Mm-hmm.
back to this: manifest what is it that you
Mm-hmm.
want, right?
Yep.
And you were talking about Mother Earth, and here we're talking. Here's Earth as well, and this is also a card. This is two, so this is a card about balance. So keep that
Mm-hmm.
balance mentally, physically, always going forward. Keep everything in moderation, right? Mentally and emotionally, but you'll
Mm-hmm.
do good. This is looking forward towards your goal. All right. Thank you very much, Courtney.
You,
Good luck. I know you'll do
oh
great.
yeah, go for it,
All
girl. You
right.
got it.
Next
Run.
question we have. You were gonna say?
I was just gonna say, girl, run for those of us who can't. You know.
I miss those days. When
Mm-hmm.
I started, it was hard, but then you get to a point that your body wants it. Like it's asking you, like you need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the next life, I'll run again.
Yeah, like when I was younger, I wanted to be a ballet dancer, but it wasn't meant to be. So sometimes I'll meditate or I'll dream and I'll pretend I'm on that floor. So when I see dancers on TV, I imagine me being in their bodies, gliding around the floor, doing, So yeah, run for us. Women
Just
Who Run with Wolves. That's a great book too. So if you love wolves, think of the wolves running with you. Think of the animals flying with you, helping you along, running with you. So yeah, lots of beautiful imagery that you can use. That's beautiful to take you out of that fear of the Nine of Swords. Amanda, Tropical Empress and Spirit.
A general reading. So let's see.
So I am going to use my Witch Oracle, which stands for woman in total control of herself. Love this deck.
All right. So the first card that I have for you is the Ten of Swords reverse. And this is a card about improvements, recovery. It's the opposite of, in meaning, of the upright. So this is actually improvement, recovery, recognition, and escaping something difficult. Second card is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is stability, security, it's family. And the third one is the Hangman, but upright. And this is staying stagnant in old patterns. So the way I read this is that there is potential of success, of growth, um,
Mm-hmm.
of recovery in whatever aspect might be affecting you at the moment. But the invitation here is to change your perspective. The Hangman is a card that that invites you to change your point of view, look at things differently. But when it's reversed, like it's in this case, what it's saying is that you're repeating you're repeating patterns that keep you in stagnation, right? Um, so to be able to move forward, to progress, to close a cycle, because tens is about completion of cycles, you need to discard those old patterns that don't allow you to grow. There is abundance, potential, abundance, completion. This is a 10 as well. Completion, especially in the material realm. It could be finances, it could be health, but you need to cut away things that are impeding the progress of that abundance that is coming your way, because it's coming. You need to make some adjustments. So the invitation of the universe is discard old patterns to be able to clear the path for a lot of great positive things that are definitely coming your way. That's what I have for you.
Amanda. So these are just really beautiful. Um, and I'm feeling this is with your channel and you sharing your knowledge and everything blossoming. So the first card I have is the Scholar. And so this is an older woman crone. You may or may not consider yourself a crone, but we are up in their age where we have the wisdom of things that we have learned. I know you said you wanted to start doing your videos to share the knowledge that you have with people, to let them know that, if they hear spirit or they see spirit, that there isn't anything wrong with them, that this is a beautiful gift. So you're starting to share your knowledge, your experiences with people, this beautiful library, and even possibly maybe tapping into the old records. Some people call them the Akashic records, some call them just, the ancient records, but this beautiful woman just hunched over, just willing, beautiful book, kind of like a high priestess. And there's some decks where the high priestess is um, represented as a crone woman. So again, this could be very high priestess. There's your book of knowledge. You're listening to your intuition. You're helping people, guide people to listen to their intuition and not be afraid of their feminine side, their intuitive side, um, their um, their magical side. Next card I have, the Oracle. There you go. Again, share your gifts. Working. I'm assuming that you're going to maybe be doing readings at some point, but the Oracle people coming to you for readings, sharing this beautiful knowledge that you have. Um, Also, she of the invisible sky. And look at that beautiful whale. I don't know if whale is one of your animal totems, but I might look into whale if I were you. She of the invisible ally. So the whales, what are whales? They're the wisdom keepers. They are known as the animals of the deep who have been there, before there was land, the whales. They are like the recorded wisdom keepers of the earth. Um, Again, to go along with that beautiful scholar in the beginning. So, tapping into the wisdom of the whales and that beautiful red, that red that she's wearing is making me feel like, again, that sensuality, the sexuality, the power of the divine feminine, your the passion that you have for life, that root chakra, just really tapping into that energy. And just last, this was on the bottom, the songstress. Just sing your song. There's your harp. We're all going to be listening, sharing your stories and your wisdom with us. So sing your song, my dear. And that's what I have for you.
It was awesome. Amanda, I would love to have you in my channel at some point. Send me an email.
She's coming on mine first, Ramon.
Is she?
I'll have to. I'll
Okay.
rest you
All
there.
right.
Amanda,
I'll let you have her, but
we're
send
told.
me an email. I will definitely love to have you on my channel.
I'm
We could do
just
some
teasing.
readings. We could maybe I will do it in orbit and talk about your spiritual journey, about your
That would be
channel. It'll definitely help you network with, people who follow my channel and, get to spread how awesome you are and your skills. All right? Send me a message.
I'm
So,
Zero D.
Miss Tarot D is here. She's everywhere. Not that I'm
Yeah.
complaining. All right. Next one. I don't think I ever had Ramon read for me. Can I get a reading on is it time to search for a new home?
Ooh,
It's a
Kipper.
big decision, big life decision. Let's
And
see what we
hi,
got.
Ange. Good to see you, my dear. And I love seeing all these new people I haven't seen before. Bandy Boo. Hello, Alexandra Cormos. Hello. Oh, this is wonderful.
Yes.
I'm enjoying myself. Thank you, Ramon, for inviting me.
Yes, totally.
Hello, Sue. Sue Toffee.
Hmm.
Oh.
So I have three cards for you. First one is the Magician. We know this is about manifestation, about having the tools at your disposal to be able to do whatever you want. Second card I have is the Three of Cups. Very positive and beautiful card. And there's a card about um, coming together, bringing together those resources, those ideas that it's a card about emotion. So it's bringing together all those emotions, those ideas about, trying to find stability and having your own place. The third card I have for you is the Five of Pentacles reverse. And here it means something totally different than here. Here is actually a positive meaning, and this is means financial improvements. It's a positive change in the material sense. It's overcoming adversity. So it seems that it is a good idea to start searching for your own place. You have to manifest it. You have to bring together those resources that can make this happen, financial, the support of whoever is your significant other, um, researching for information because it is a process, and also emotional strength. I I went through that process a few years ago when I went to buy my home, and I have to say it's very intense. Um, you have to have the funds available, but also the information of what's out there in terms of loans, the different types of loans, uh, finding out about the taxes that pays, you know, one county over another, um, and then going to the once you're ready for that, the process of searching for a house. I and I'll share a story. When my partner and I went looking for a home, we fell in love with the first house we went to see. It was everything that we wanted. And we submitted an offer, it didn't go through. We were so devastated and disappointed. A few days later, another there was an opportunity to see another house, and this one was even better. And we said, this is the one. This is the one. It didn't work out. We went to a third one, to a fourth one, and we submitted good offers, um, but none of them went through. And we were very disappointed because each one that we went to see was better than the previous one, but it also had something extra of what we wanted. So we found this house, and this house, we were blessed that it had more than we expected, and it was worth the waiting. So be very strong emotionally and through this process. Bring together, manifest what you want, but also gather your tools, your financial tools, your intellectual tools, your s- emotional ones, right? Because down the road, you're going to find that stability that you're looking for. There's nothing like being able to go through that process and come victorious at the other end. So it seems like it's a very good time to start doing it. It might not happen right away, but at least start now. That's what I have for you.
And Tom said, "Oh, she is supporting it. I am the one holding out."
Mm,
And the question is, do we
okay.
move closer to Ramon or closer to Heather? Oh, you're so sweet. That's funny. I love that.
Do you know where
So
he's at? Is he what
yeah,
state
he's
is
in
he?
Jersey. He's not far, really far from Miss
Oh,
Tarot D.
he's
So
in between us.
you got.
He's
I'm
more
on. See,
towards
he
you
keeps
than me.
I'm on the
No.
other side by the Great Lakes, y'all.
Uh
So
huh.
all of them are on the East Coast. I'm right on Lake Erie. So
Mm,
that's straight across 365 miles straight across New York, state. So he's closer to you and Miss Tarot D. So I don't know. I don't
mm.
recommend my area. Um, but everybody knows
I
why with everything going on.
y- yeah,
So
I was looking to Jersey because I crossed the bridge right here and I'm in New Jersey already. So I was looking into Jersey, but the houses in Jersey, they're they're of a lower price, but the taxes are insane. The
hmm
property taxes. Here
uh,
in I live in Philadelphia. Here in Philadelphia, the houses are a little bit more expensive, but the taxes are much lower, especially, Philadelphia County.
hmm
But, that's where you have to look, where is it that it's the best for you, in terms of convenience of the area, taxes. There's a lot of factors that you have to consider. But um, yeah, if your significant other wants to take that step, it's it's the time for you to manifest and take that step to for support. You know. Anyway, your turn, Heather.
So, Tom, I was using the Kipper and they just kept telling story after story after story. So I'm trying to, Cliff Notes version. So I went looking for the house card. Now, one side we have the mature man, which kind of makes me think of you with your beard and
Mm-hmm.
your mustache. And on the opposite side is the missus, expectation of a new house. So I can see now where that came from because you mentioned she was ready for it and you're still hesitating. And that showed up too because I got the main male and he's having thoughts. He's going, "Oh, I don't know. Should we do this? Should we not do this?" And so the very first cards that I had pulled was marriage. So, yes, this has to be something that is worked out and it's agreed upon the both of you. You're both ready for it. You both feel comfortable with it, and you're both on board with it. So, it's like a marriage. You're going into a commitment. You know, I'm sure Ramon can agree that there's property taxes and that, not just that, but having to do closing costs and
Mm-hmm.
things that you got to pay for mortgage people and all this. I mean, I briefly worked for State Farm back in the day, and it was mind blowing phone calls we had to make back and forth all day with people trying to get loans, trying to close sales. I mean, it's just, I mean, I just watched some of HGTV for one day, and it's just mind blowing everything that needs to go into. So it's a commitment, especially between you two. I did get the bad house card, and I know that you've mentioned you got some stuff going on that you're working through. I don't know if this is for her as well, but I know you did mention in the past that you've got some PT to go through and some physical stuff. So making sure that you are healthy, you are well, the both of you, before moving forward. And I got distant horizons. So for me, distant horizons feels like, yes, you are going to be finding something, you are going to be moving forward. And just how distant this is, I don't know. But I also got community, um, occupation, and toil and labor. And for me, that just feels like, again, where you can find work, if you're going to stay in work. And I know that some of the toil and the labor might be relating to the health issues and the occupation that you might have previously had. And again, this could go for the both of you as well. So it looks like Distant Horizons is a positive card, but just making sure that it's a community that you like. You're both committed to it together. Your health is better. And yeah, that's what I have for you, dude. Little
Yes.
bro. I was telling
Mm-hmm.
Ramon backstage, you, Jeff, and Ramon, y'all are babies compared to me. So I'm the big sis out of all of y'all.
We're not that far.
Not that far, but I'm still older than you.
Yeah. Good luck, Tom. It's
Yes.
definitely it's. I send you positivity. It's going to be a process. That's just the process of house hunting and making it together. Then you have moving, which is another process in itself, but it's worth it. So I send you lots of
Ooh.
positivity your way.
I just started shuffling the kipper again really quick. Oh my god. Wealthy man, great fortune and son wealth. I don't know if you're working on something, Tom, but I was told to shuffle and pull three more cards, so I don't know what that's all about. Okay.
Mm.
And hi Jackie, you're up early. Well, it's no, it's going on 6 o'clock in Ireland. So hey my dear.
Yeah, I saw she said good morning. Isn't that
Yeah.
funny? It's good
Mm-hmm.
morning, morning over there. Good morning, good morning. And here's we're in the middle of the night.
Yep.
That's crazy. All right,
Yep. Lotto
let's
time. There you
see.
go. Unless I
Next.
hit the lottery, Shannon likes we play Powerball, and then we'll help you out. We'll get you a house. Then we'll all move in. We'll all move towards Ramon. We'll all be in one big YouTube commune.
All right, let's
Pardon
see.
me.
Next question. Mm, I'm still learning about this. I
Mm-hmm.
apologize, people. Let's
Yeah, well,
see.
I'm still,
Oh,
I was clicking tonight and I accidentally banned Jane the Seeker. I kicked her out of my chat for a while.
um,
It
all right.
happens. Chat jumps.
I have a question from Lucy de Antigua. If you can
Ooh.
rephrase your question, just because it's politics, I really don't feel comfortable talking about that topic.
Mhm.
Just rephrase it and I'll answer it for you, okay? Next question. How can I use my energy in my new job role? See what we
Ooh,
got for you.
Sulima. Ooh, I like that name too. That's pretty. Hmm.
All right. So I pulled three cards for you. First card is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is a card about assessing efforts, perseverance, and long term view. So, this card, what it's telling me is use how do you use your energy in your new job? Just assess where are you in terms of your skills, of your capabilities, and See it, what is it that you need to improve. The second card that I got is the Four of Cups reverse, and this is a card about sudden awareness, choosing happiness and acceptance. So it's a matter of seeing where you are in terms of the skills that you have and the lack of knowledge or experience that you have in other areas. Assess it and find and be accepting of new experiences. Be open to accept those things that you might not know, and find support. The third card that I have for you is the Three of Pentacles, and this is a card about collaboration. So this, what it's telling me is, invest in those things. Use your energy towards learning, growing, trying to fill those gaps in things that you might not know, directing it towards growth and towards getting to your goal. But what it's also inviting you is, don't feel bad to reach out for help. There is support in the people that surround you. If it's a new job role, there's going to be people there who will support you. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's part of the process of learning. And I'm pretty sure wherever you are, it's a place that you will find support. Just direct your energy towards learning, towards growing, and towards making the best investment of your time to be able to be successful and to have goals of growth down the road. That's what I have for you.
Okay, Sulima. I hope I'm saying your name right. So I'm
Sulema.
Sulema. Okay. I'm using my Hush Tarot, and this is a new deck for me, and I love the. It's based on RWS, but I love Jeremy's kind of. It's more kind of gears towards the cycle of life, nature, death and decay, rebirth. So the first card. Well, I'm just going to start out with this the overall underneath card, and that's the Ten of Wands. To me, I'm looking at these other cards. It feels like, so we're going to actually start on a 10 and we're going to end on a 10. That's good. It's about completion. So you've been through a cycle, and I know right now that it's kind of like you may feeling like you were overwhelmed. You may feel overwhelmed going into this new position, or this could very well have been you leaving the previous position where you felt overwhelmed, like you could not um, that maybe it was too much, or you didn't have enough knowledge to be able to do that job, or you did but you didn't have enough help to support you with that. Because I did get the Six of Swords, which is about moving ahead, moving across waters. This one here, it's done a little bit different, and what I love about this perspective is traditional RWS, you see people looking in the opposite direction, heading towards land. That's what she's doing. I mean, she had dangerous waters to cross. These are like piranha. So, but what's helping carrying the boat forward and on the water is that which was no longer serving her, serving you, and it's moving you forward. And in this picture here, she's looking at the previous shore. She's watching the past disappear. So this is all about transition, and it's about retreat, and this is time to leave a bad situation. So your previous role may have been, again, too stressful, too much of a burden. Um, it was a lot of hard, difficult work for you. Next card I have is lovely. It's a Two of Pentacles. It's a balancing act, juggling, moving forward, learning the ropes, learning the new skills, as with any job, And was people don't. I didn't realize that bird pulled a little key out of a grenade here. So, in this juggling act, making sure that you are thoroughly balanced within yourself, and especially spiritually. Pentacles isn't just about money, wealth, and finances and material possessions, but it also represents the spiritual aspect of ourselves. And so again, that beautiful spiritualness, being grounded, believing in yourself, your guides, and having that the balance of the spiritual and the material, allowing yourself to, how is this trying to be given to me here? Um, Finding that peace, that balance where it can help. Because a lot of times when we get stressed, we lose our spirituality because we're worried about the finances, we're worried about the jobs. Here, there's this going to be this balance where it's going to allow you to balance both, juggle both. You'll get used to, you'll get used to the ropes and you'll be able to start moving forward. And I'm going to move on now because the last card is the 10 of Cups. A cycle is completed. It's joyous, it's celebration. You're very happy. It's a cycle that's been completed, and you worked through the transition, the bouncing. You learned everything. You're connected, and you're moving forward, and you're happy. So I hope that helped. That wasn't too confusing. But this card here, I mean, it's so cute, but when you see it's a pin out of a grenade, so just the balancing act, trying to make ends meet, trying to do your job, learning the ropes, and still not losing that connection to your higher self, your guides to help you get through that. So good luck on the new job, my dear.
Yes, you'll do great. I actually
Mhm.
pulled three cards as clarifiers to my previous message. And first one I got is continuity. Anything that you do, make sure it has a progression, a balance, a continuity to whatever way you want to go. The second card I got is the path. And it's definitely connected with this third one, determination. So follow your path with determination, and anything that you do in terms of growth, just do it with the purpose of growth. Always look the final outcome, that is it that you want it to be. All right. Best of luck. You'll do great.
Mhm.
All right.
We've all had to start new jobs. It's about it's
Mm-hmm.
nerve wracking. It is trying to
It
balance,
is. Mm-hmm. You
new
start
roles.
questioning yourself, and there's other people who know more than you, but it's all about networking with the people who are
Hmm.
there, using that resource to gain knowledge and growth. That's what it is. I had a question from Robin. Are there any metaphysical shops in Philly? I don't have to pull cards for that. There is not that many. There's one in my favorite one is in Center City, Philly. I don't know how well you know Philadelphia. It's on Fifth and South. It's called Garland of Letters. Before I even got into tarot, I loved going to that store. They have so many books, so many stones, different tarot
Wow.
decks, incense of all kinds. It's amazing, amazing. Yeah, there's another one also in South Philly that sells stones and crystals, but that one is it's the best. It's called Garlands of Letters. Beautiful.
And Robin, yes, there is. I got the clover. Good luck to you.
Good luck. Okay, let's see. I have Suzanne. Are you taking questions? I love one. Love a question? Card? Could you rephrase? What's your question? In the meantime, I'm going to take the next one. Doris Rod. Is there anything I should be aware of? Thank you both. You're here. Welcome.
Hmm.
So let's see what you should be aware of. Let me. All right, so I pulled three cards for you. First one is direction. It seems that you are a stage in your life that you had the need to make decisions into a specific direction you want to go going forward. Um, Second one is freedom. So there is definitely a correlation between this, I don't know, this crossroad that you might be at this moment, in which direction to go. You're seeking for to free yourself from something that, no longer serves you, right? Um, just analyze, what is it that you want to do? What are your goals towards the end? What's the purpose of anything that you want to do going forward? Whatever decision you do, just follow your gut. Following your gut is definitely going to bring you a very, very positive outcome. I have the card of victory. So just analyze, where is it that you are right now, where you want to go, what resources you have to take you there, uh, financial, emotional, spiritual, but just take the time to acknowledge, this crossroad that you're at, and dedicate time to be able to make the right decision, right? Don't rush things. Take your time, analyze things, um, because at the end, it's all about, that freedom to be able to move forward. Follow your gut. When you follow your gut, definitely it's going to bring you down a very positive path. That's what I have for you.
I felt I knew a song was going to come out sooner or later. Remember from the 80s, Taylor Dane? Don't rush me. I made it before. So, Doris, in seriousness, I love music. So, people who are new to me, I love music. I hear sometimes messages and things and songs and whatnot. So, um, in my cards that I pulled, I did get a crossroads too. Um, I used my Taylor here,
Taylor Dane.
my Taylor
Tell
Dane.
it to my heart.
Yeah, I used my De La Nuit Lenormand, and the
Lamia.
first card I got is the Fox. So, you want to know, is there anything you should be aware of? I think you already know something might be up. Seeing that you're asking. Um, the fox, he's cute and everything, but you gotta be careful. There's another little one back here, and he's not aware that this one's watching him. So making sure that this card is kind of about um, deception, manipulation. Um, Foxes are amazing for camouflage, for cleverness. Those are wonderful medicine tools, but in the Lenormand, that usually is a sign of deception. Someone's hiding themselves, kind of like that fly in the wall where you can't see, but it feels like you feel like there's something going on, like their eyes are on you, that there's some energy around you. Um, I don't think I was gonna say this could be a spiritual energy, but no, to me this is more. Well, let me look at the rest of the cards here. I got also the book, and the book is about knowledge. So you have already knowledge that something or somebody is not right, that something's deceptive, and this could very well you be decepting yourself. Um, I got the moon card, and the moon card typically in traditional tarot is about you know the looking into the areas, into the shadows. There's things that are hidden. There are kind of like mysteries, things that can't be seen, which goes along with the fox, but too with the moon and the Lenormand. This is very much about cycles, paying attention to cycles, people's behavior, especially if you feel like there's somebody that is not being true or being deceptive. Pay attention to the cycle on how certain people or person behaves or reacts. This could be you as well. But the moon is also about intuition, the divine feminine, but showing that beautiful light. And we have this dolphin and the reflection of the dolphin. So again, it's a circular shape, and the water here too. Waters of our subconscious, our intuition. Um, it feels like you're really being pulled. You're intuitively being pulled into something that you already know, have knowledge of. That doesn't something doesn't feel right. And Ramon got the path, the crossroads card. So did I. In some Norma decks, it's called the crossroads. Some is in the path. You have this long one here going towards possibly that beautiful moon, and then you have another one going on, and the card next to it is the female. You looking at this path, trying to make a decision. This could be a I think this might here, let me see what the next card is. So I'm trying to figure out if this is a spiritual or is this a physical, tangible, because it's like you see the path, you know which way to take, and you got the wisdom and the moon there with the intuition and the deception. I'm not sure. Okay, something to do with the home, a home or house, and there's obstacles. Okay, so this is on the physical and suffering. Okay, so something on the home front. So it's either within yourself in the home front or in general connected with the house, but there's some sort of obstacle going on. Connect with that moon, connect with that intuition, because there is some suffering going on. And that's what I have for you. And I'll leave it there because without really having anything to go on, I'm not quite sure how to piece these all together. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm being told, you know, the cards are telling me you know exactly what this is. You know what's going on. I mean, you're right there, and you're at the path. You're at the crossroads, so you know what's it needs to be addressed. It really does.
You know the direction to go. Just like I said,
Hmm.
follow your gut, follow your intuition. That'll take you to the place where you need to be. All right. Good luck. Thank you for your question.
Yes,
All right. Next question.
Jonathan.
Jonathan,
You're like
will my business
Jonathan.
will my business class help me the way I hope it will? That's a yes or no question. So I'm gonna pull two yes or no cards and a tarot card. All right. Let's see what we got.
Jonathan's going to be joining me and Nancy on my channel next week. We're going to be
Really?
discussing the
Oh,
Star Tarot. Yes. So
all right. Hmm. It's interesting what I got. So the first yes or no card that I got is actually a yes. And it's actually the financial aspect. So it says, yes, valuable experience, worth your time, profit. Isn't that crazy? It's amazing. The second card that I got is get more information. So what I'm reading in this card is yes, it'll help you, but learn more. Make the best of this class, this information, this input that you're getting, because it'll definitely,
sharing.
it's worth your time. It's definitely worth your time. And down the road, it's going to bring that financial and growth success that you're looking for. Third card that I got for you is the Nine of Cups. And this is a card about satisfaction, about fulfillment, right? Nines are about that cumulative effect, from different processes, different experience. And you got to that point that you're almost at the completion of the cycle, right? There's more to add. So what I'm getting is, yes, this card will this class will be of great benefit from you. Make the best of it. Try to absorb as much information. Trying to do more research on trying to make the best of this, because down the road it's gonna pay off in helping you grow your business in whatever direction you want to go. So it is a yes. That's what I have for you.
And Jonathan, I have a yes for you too. I pulled three cards from my Mystic palette. The first card I have is the Page of Cups. So she is extremely, or he, well, she is extremely, the energy is extremely creative. It can be moody, but when you look at the positive aspects, the creativity, um, that sense of um, taking that something new, and water nourishes. So this job is not this job, excuse me. This class is going to be nourishing your creativity. It's going to be nourishing your future, and in the ways that you're hoping that it will. The Page of Cups also is kind of like the, like some decks, they refer to the cups kind of like the Holy Grail. You're in search of your Holy Grail, and with this business, I think that is going to help you. It's going to teach you also to tap not only into your creative self, it's going to help you to tap into your inner child that opens up that creativity, and that will open your mind to new ideas, creative ideas, and flow for your job, for your business moving forward. I did get the Hierophant, and for me, I'm looking at the keys. So this is a school, it's an institution, but this job is going to give you creative, intuitive, insightful keys into your job moving forward. And the last card, one of my favorites, I already shared this tonight. I was out with Allison. I love this Star card. So again, starting with cups and water and ending with it. So yes, it's going to definitely help you um, with whatever your endeavors, creative endeavors or business endeavors moving forward. And the beautiful balance, the star, it's going to be like your guiding light. It's going to give you that star that you can say, okay, this is my goal now. This is my star. This is what I'm going to follow. And again, too, the stars, the universe, tapping into that, the water. You have the beautiful blossoms, lotus blossoms blooming. No mud, no bloom. So you're working through this, you're studying, it blossoms, the seeds grow, they regerminate, they bloom again. It's continuously beautiful, Jonathan. Um, I think it's definitely going to help you grow. Um,
You want to hear something crazy? When I was pulling the cards, I had a jumper on both the yes or no card
mhm.
and tarot and the tarot card. And look what I got. I got the Page of Cups. That was the jumper, and this one, look,
The
with the
key.
keys. You were talking about that.
Mm-hmm. The
You have
Hierophant.
the answer, opening doors, access. I didn't want to include it because I didn't want to like
Mhm.
have like so many cards, but I had those two jumpers, so it's definitely a
And the
confirmation.
turtles, turtle mother foundation too. That energy. I mean, it's just beautiful cards, Jonathan. And Hawaii with all this water and beauty. Yeah, most definitely.
All right. Good luck, Jonathan. You'll do great.
Bye,
I'm
Sulema. She
convinced.
says, "Good night, guys. Love your channel, Ramon." And I'm a Santa Muerte devotee, and I feel the same way about her.
Oh,
Oh, and
really?
Miss Heather also.
Who's
Oh,
that?
thank you, my dear. That's Sulema that we just read
Oh,
for.
Sulema. Yeah,
Sulema. I'm sorry, Sulema. That's beautiful.
that is beautiful. Thank you for stopping by. We definitely have to chat
Santa.
one day.
Yes.
All right. We have Warrior Girl. Can I get a yes or no? Spirit knows the question. Just weave your magic.
So Ramon, just so you know, she had to leave. She's not here. She had an
Okay.
emergency.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the next person then. Let's see. Mousy, a reading, please.
Mousy. It's been a while. Mousy on anything? just a little bit of.
Yeah, just
um,
give us some more information.
I know it's kind of the same as a general, but if there's anything you can add to it, I can pull cards. Um, Okay, let's go to the healing heart. Let's go to the healing heart oracle, which I absolutely love.
So Jonathan made an interesting comment. It says that the cost of housing has skyrocketed so much that we will never get back into a house if we try to move. It's interesting because I was reading an article on CNN about the cities with the most unaffordable housing cities. And most of them were in the West Coast in California, but it was saying also that Honolulu, it's unaffordable. Hawaii in itself, but specifically Honolulu. So it's terrible. Let's see.
I don't see Mousy in chat, but I did pull a couple cards. And Jonathan had to leave. Bye, Jonathan. Aloha. Thank you for letting
Bye.
me wait for you. Oh no, there's Mousy. Hi, hi. Okay, so you're here. I was gonna say I don't see Mousy. Boy, what is this tonight with keys? Interesting.
Yes. Can't find Mousy's question. Go ahead,
So,
Heather.
yeah, she stayed as a general. Mousy, we had asked if you could maybe make it specific, but we already went ahead and pulled cards. So I have the rebellious heart. Think for yourself, and when we do, we become. For me, she always to me this always feels like it's like a statue, and she's coming to life. She's like of the earth, and she brings her own self to life through her heart. She allows the soul of herself come through her heart, and it awakens and enlivens her. So this is about when we think for ourselves, what we think spiritually, what we think. Um, I'm not going into politics, but what we believe in politically, ethically, spiritually, who we choose to love, who whatever is aspects in our life, it's coming from our heart, it's coming from what we love and what our passions are, and not being dictated to us from others. And I feel like that you're hiding your true self. It says unseen heart. um, you are significant. So because of people may not you feeling that you may not be able to be who you truly are, um, because you don't group think with other people either in your family or in your inner circles or friends, that you feel like there's a lot of yourself that you hide behind, that you don't want to show and share. But you are enough, you are worthy. um, don't be afraid to be who you are. Awaken her like that statue, awaken yourself up. It's almost kind of like too, almost like she's coming out of the ground, like she's just blossoming up with that flower. And the last card I have for you is another key: prospering heart. Look for beauty, abundance, and generosity. And you will find that with people who are willing to love and embrace those unseen parts of your heart of who you are that you feel like you need to hide and not be able to show and share with other people. Um, and that's the key, you know, finding that within yourself that you love. And when you do that and you set those boundaries and you say these are the people, excuse me, that you want into your life, they will come to you, they will be drawn to you. And that's what I have for you, Mousy.
Interesting. You said something that connects with this one. Um, Pulled this oracle card for you, and it says concealment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes we are the ones who put the veil in front of us, and and the reason for it is we can't accept a lot of things about ourselves. You know, but this oracle is giving you an invitation with this second card, transmutation. Just change those old patterns because you have a lot of really positive things, a lot of things to be proud about. Because the third card I pull is crowning accomplishment. Just accept those amazing things that you have. There's nothing about yourself to conceal. Just change your point of view on how you see yourself, because there is so much positivity and so much great things that you should be proud of and share with the rest of the world. That's
Mhm.
what I have for you.
And what I did notice earlier with this first card, 'cause I haven't looked at them in a while, these are weeds like coming up, growing, and trying to bring her down. But instead, her heart's opening up and she's allowing the power, the passion, the love for she has for herself, that self love, to be able to pull her up and lift her. And she's ready to dance, ready to dance her own life, dance her own. Yeah, she's dancing for herself. So be that dancer. um, who were we rooting for earlier? Who's going to run her marathon? She's going to run for us. And Mousy, you can dance for us. I
All right. Let's see.
think that was Courtney.
Um, what do you have coming up, Heather? Well, I'll find the
Uh,
next question.
Tomorrow night, um, early ritual. Tom and Jeff Bailey, Tarot Ask Backwards Words, is going to be joining me on my channel for a Saturday night chit chat. We talk about metaphysical, spiritual things. In the past we've discussed, differing opinions about soul contracts and free will, and so you never know what kind of topic we're going to be bringing up. We're always going to be different sides, different facets, and it's always respectful, no matter whatever the differing opinions are. And of course, again, Sunday night I have my poetry with Jeff on my channel. Ooh, and good morning.
Good
Good
morning, Alexandra. She follows my channel. She is fantastic. She's so supportive, and
morning.
I've been encouraging her to have her own channel. I mean, like
That's
every voice adds so much to the community.
mm-hmm.
Just be yourself,
Yeah.
share your knowledge, your experience. I always learn so much from everybody that I interact with. There's always something to learn. Even if uh, sometimes we ask ourselves, what is it that I can bring new? What can I add? A lot.
Your
Your
light.
voice,
Mm-hmm.
yes, your energy, your light. There's so much. I feel there's so much you can add and share, and I just can't wait to have you to see your channel and what is it that you can change,
Yes,
share
congratulations.
with us. Yes, I don't see any more questions. Let me see. If anyone has any question, uh, please post it. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm having a hard time going through them.
And if not, we want to rep. We can always do a collective for everybody too for the weekend.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Shari is here. Hi, Shari. I was at her.
Suzanne,
Hmm.
I'm sorry, Suzanne Grigsby says she's still here, and
Let me
Gypsy Girl
see.
said that she posts. Well, this is Ramon's first time running chat, so it runs
Yeah, I'm
fast.
sorry.
You may
Could
not
you
have seen
repost the
that.
question? Could you repost the question if you don't mind?
I'm probably good for maybe uh two or three more, and then I
Yeah.
feel everything's starting to shut
Mm-hmm.
down.
Yeah, me too. The insomnia is wearing off. I'm
Yeah.
ready to go to bed soon. Ramon, birthday message from my husband, Reno, please. Let's see. Right. Happy birthday, by the way.
Yes. Happy birthday. Oh, jeez. Oh, those just keep flying out. Okay, Gypsy Girl, I see your question. Um, Ramon, she is just recent. She's your little blue moderator there, and
Okay.
she has a
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna take Suzanne, Gypsy, and Morella, and we'll
Okay.
end there. Okay. Morella. Let's see what we have. All right. So The first card I got for you is the Emperor, and I feel this is actually the embodiment of your husband's spirit, right? There's a card about security, about protection, about stability. So, what it's saying to me is that he is always there to guide you, to protect you, to bring that sense of comfort and security that you definitely need in a lot of times. But what it's also saying is I got the uh, Page of Wands, and this is a card. The message that he's telling you is that always find that curiosity, that innocence, that sense of creative discovery and excitement in any new plans that you have. So there's a card about inspiration. It's inviting you to keep discovering, keep that strength of willingness, always go forward. Don't let that flame shut down. Don't let that flame go away. Always be curious. Acknowledge everything that you want to do and grow towards. I got another page, and this is the Page of Swords, and this is a card about uh, being truthful and direct. So acknowledge those things that you want to go towards. So the message from your husband, your birthday message is don't stop the discovery. Always grow, acknowledge and embrace that sense of growth that's in you, that it's coming here through the pages. All right. There's a lot of positivity coming your way. Um, pages are, I see the pages similar but somewhat different from the aces, because to me the aces is something that's coming your way. This is something that is already there. It's like a seed, right? It's something that has the potential to grow. So acknowledge those feelings of discovery, that willingness that is growing in you to be able to go forward in your path. So it's an invitation of he's there to protect you, but also acknowledge and going in the direction always towards growth. That's what I have for you.
Well, I have some interesting cards, Ramon. I got the Emperor.
Look at that.
So again, there's the husband coming through. He was a leader. He took care of house and home. People looked up to him. Had good judgment. And what I love about this card here is that it's like the statue, the stone is breaking away. So it's like there's an outer core. On the outside, you have to be strong. You have to be like impermeable. Have you got can't be over emotional. Um, it's somebody that people trust, look up to. So very strong, sturdy, stoic. Can sometimes have um, a very tough exterior, but then it breaks away. You see the eyes, the flesh of the human. So underneath that, there was the human. He could see with the eyes, and for me, the eyes are always about the windows to the soul. And so to me, it reflects both the the human that was underneath that strong leader that he had to be. Um, and coming through, I also got the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you might be sometimes this card is seen as like illusions or delusions, but for me, it could also just you have a lot of dreams, different ideas, things that you want to accomplish. And I love that first one. That's a book. It's like you're opening your book and going, oh my goodness, so many things I want to do, what it is. And for me, that book is a good sign, kind of like start journaling, start writing down what is it of all these options, or if these are projects, start writing down, and you'll start noticing energetically and visually as you're putting down on paper what's going to draw your attention. And then I didn't get the Page of Wands, but I did get the Ace of Wands. And Ramon fell asleep on me. His eyes are closed. He's still in bed.
Oh my god, I froze. Let me come back. Continue there, okay?
looks like I was really
Oh,
boring Ramon there. Like, oh, Heather, just get on with the reading.
oh
So,
no.
so
Let me
Marilla,
let me
it's not the
reset. I'll be back.
okay. So Marilla, it's not the page, but like Ramon was saying, here's the ace. This is the energy. There's the potential. This beautiful jaguar. It's a very powerful animal. It's a very powerful totem, and the jaguars are about getting in touch with spirit, getting in touch with. I'm looking for the jaguars are highly respected. They're feminine. They hunt both day and night. They have a strong connection to the spirit world. They're very stealthy. They so it's very almost kind of like in a way that you of what your husband was in alive, and saying that this is you. This is follow. Look through the eyes of the jaguar. See the power. See what catches your eye. This is that one of those cups, that idea, that inspiration, that motivation is going to be in that wand that this hand is holding up and being presented. That jaguar is telling you to look through her eyes and see what it is spiritually. I'm feeling like it's a spiritual, like what path to go spiritually moving forward. Wands again are also about creativity, but seeing what how you can move creatively, taking the book, the wisdom, the writing, looking through the eyes. um I'm hearing shamanic drumming, maybe to go to a shamanic drumming workshop, or some places just offer those drum circles during the summer, and just really getting in touch with that jaguar energy, that divine feminine energy. And the overall card, Six of Wands. There's you on your horse, rising above, feeling victorious, feeling successful, getting past that one completion of that hurdle, and then being prepared to, because it's a cycle. And so there will be another cycle going on, for you to follow, but maybe one at a time with these cups, taking what resonates strongly with you, that resonates powerfully within you. And yeah, you'll be rising above it and celebrating that. So happy birthday, Morella. I'm
Happy
sorry for your loss,
birthday.
sweetheart.
So you're a Gemini.
He's a
You're
Gemini too,
cool. I am a Gemini, yes.
and you can't get Gemini sometimes to shut up. So, I I've been learning a lot about Geminis, but I just joke in a loving way. Ramon knows I adore him.
Of course. All right. Next question is from Gypsy Girl. Will my
Gypsy.
friend that suddenly walked away ever reach
Mm.
out ever?
Oh, I've been there so many
Yeah.
times. I've been hurt.
Hmm.
Here.
Gypsy Girl, first of all, I want to publicly thank you for your support. You're always commenting on my videos. You're always sending me messages. I appreciate your love and your support. I just want to put that out there. I'll do something special for you. I'm gonna do a little bit of bibliomancy for your question. I'm gonna pull two yes or no cards and use this book. It's called the Book of Answers, and it has all kinds of answers in between yes or no. I love this book. So let's I'm gonna pull two cards and the book. Let's
Mm. Oof.
All right, so um first card from the book, what I got is let's start with a card. Um, I got to know. And what it says is not ready to get started. Plans aren't fully formed. Second one is follow through with your good intentions. And the third one is no need to worry. So what I'm getting is, of course, your friend not reach out at the moment. One thing about yes or no questions and readings in general, and this I said in an earlier show today, I don't believe in fate. You know, fate is not written in stone. Things can what we do when we do tarot readings, when we consult the oracles, is take the temperature of the situation at the moment. We have free agency to change our circumstances, and everything is in fluidity. But as of the current situation, the current energies, it seems that no, there's not the likelihood that your friend will reach out. But it's also inviting you to just follow through with whatever positivity you can do with this circumstance. Why did your friend suddenly walked away? Was it something that you possibly caused? It's something that can be seen as an opportunity to reevaluate the connections that you have with people around you. Whatever the circumstance is, it says no need to worry. If this person walked away from your life, maybe it was the best thing to happen. Maybe, your definition of a friend needs to be reevaluated. What this The message over here is just don't focus on that situation. Learn from the experience, grow, reevaluate, and revalue the people who are around you. Whoever you surround yourself with, just make sure they're people who are going to help you grow and add to your life. If something walks away from your life, it's not meant to be. Maybe it's the universe giving you that chance to cut off whatever doesn't serve you. So just don't dwell on it. Just learn from it, move on. Other friends, other positive things will come to your life. All right, that's what I got for you.
So, one of two things right off the bat. Could you highlight Gypsy Girl said time and energy is fluid? Because I want to show you something in a book that I just opened up. And I can't make this up. I got the store card to clarify a card, and it says here things will happen. Where am I? Right here. Because my camera's reversed. It says here things will happen. I know it might be, but it
Yeah.
says, but
Mm-hmm.
fluid and pleasant way in any case. So I'm looking down. Time is time and energy is fluid, and I'm looking at this book, and it's saying things will happen in an unexpected but fluid and pleasant way. That to me, that's crazy. You can't make this up. So
Mm-hmm.
things are fluid. Things move. Things change. Um, Water flows in and around rocks. You can't move them. So it may take time for her to come around. The first card I did get though, I did get the snake card. So it feels like either this was her herself a snake, like somebody you thought you could trust, and they you couldn't. It's kind of like the fox, but the snake is more malicious. Um, this may have been something that she said to you that hurt you. Somebody may have interfered. This I don't know if there may be a third party involved because I did get a woman card as well. And with the snake, sometimes somebody may say something and then they won't even give the other person a benefit of a doubt, and they'll just say nothing and they'll walk away. But it just after the snake though, and that venom, feeling like you were bit, you were poisoned, you were slowly dying. I mean, I got the heart card, so this really affected you. Um, I did get the egg card, which is typically about new beginnings. But for me, I'm reading this kind of like you created a nest, a shell for yourself, a shell for yourself, a nesting place to rest, to heal. And with that stork card, there's a nest as well. So I got a stork and the egg and the storks about bringing good news. Um, but I'm feeling either the next two cards are her eventually writing you a letter or an email, however it gets delivered, or this can be you writing a letter to her. You may not don't even have to send it, but just the act of writing and getting your feelings out and putting it down on paper to say, okay, I walk away. I leave you with love and light. I need to move on. So that's what I have for you, Gypsy Girl. I hope that was helpful.
That was beautiful. And for people here in this channel who
Hey, Jay.
are not were not subscribed to Heather's channel, I just posted the link.
Oh, yeah.
She's as Soul Alchemy with
Indigo Jaguar.
yeah, yeah.
Like I said, it's a
Um
mouthful. It'll be revamped. Thank you.
yes. She has an amazing channel. She's very creative with different topics, shows, and exploring a lot of different themes related with divination. And I think her channel is the one that I've been the most to, and I always enjoy it.
Hmm.
So if you're not subscribed, please follow her. She's always active in different shows throughout the week, right?
Hmm.
You had the Divine Feminine. That's on Mondays, right?
Yep, with Nancy at Crohn's
Mondays.
Intuition. And this Monday we have Kristen Louise. She's a fellow reader. She has a channel, and she also created her own runic oracle deck. And she's going to be sharing her deck and sharing some of the Nordic feminine deities, goddesses that are a part of her spiritual life that
Hmm.
she just devoted work with. So I'm really looking forward to having her on with Nancy and I on Monday.
Yeah, and on Sundays you had the poetry show.
Poetry,
That's
which
actually
Ramon joins Jeff and
yes,
I sometimes.
yeah, every now and
That's
then.
great.
That's actually how I met you. It was through a video that I had on my channel that I was
Oh, that's right. Doing the tarot cards. You're writing a poem.
improvising on poetry, and you sent me a message, and that's how I
I completely
got
forgot. I just know
sucked
I've
into your
seen you
channel.
sucked into the vortex or the black hole that is Heather's channel.
Which I enjoy. I enjoy your channel. I enjoy
Oh, thank
your
you.
energy.
I
Thank
enjoy
you
you too.
for and thank you for what you do for the community. It's you do an amazing
Oh,
job. All
thank
the
you.
different topics. You have a beautiful energy as well. I enjoy
Thank you.
sharing time with you. So thank you for that.
Oh,
And yeah, totally. The last question we have is from Suzanne. Thank you for your patience, Suzanne. General, please about me moving and when.
oh, Suzanne, girl, you and me both. Good luck. We're hoping to relocate next year when our lease is up. Getting out of New York, heading to Oregon. So I know all the stresses and the planning and trying to figure out what's what with moving. So, and even now, Tom is talking about that as well. So it can be stressful, you know. But I think
Hmm.
2024, a lot of people say energetically is supposed to be a good year, even though people don't think so with everything going on in the world and especially with, you know, in America with politics and all. But the number nine, they said, is it nine or eight? No, eight this year. And my light pad number is an eight. And so a lot of people, even though with all this hardship, as the year progresses, things are going to get better and better and improve. So, um, you know, fingers crossed, Suzanne, and all of us looking for, you know, a new home. Um, you know, just keep. I was taught to visualize, and I know sometimes it's hard to visualize and feel something when you know you get scared or you're worried or you know you don't know where the finances or the the wherewithal how it's going to happen. But Val from Dragonfly Crystals said take 5 minutes a day and just go into a meditation. Record yourself first if you want and play it back, or just visualize yourself, packing the car, getting the rest of the things in, being excited. No anger or resentment or sadness from the place that you're leaving. You're just excited, blank slate, getting ready to move. You know that the trip may have a few bumps, but it's going to go relatively smooth. You're going to meet new people. The traffic is going to be, you just saying, positive things. Ooh, I'm going to get that one bedroom home or better. I'm going to get that one bedroom apartment or better. Just, 5 minutes of just getting all excited and visualizing the best you can and then letting it go. And she says by doing that every day for at least 20 days, you start to see signs, you start to see shifts, you feel it in yourself as well. And I started that, and within 3 days, I started getting these signs of just words of Oregon or people popping out of nowhere that's connected with Oregon, and just started coming up, and you can see the energy that brings you in. So that's just a little helpful hint to you, Suzanne, and anybody and wanting to make a change or something like that. Visualization, and having faith. You know,
Having faith,
and I'll be quiet
definitely.
now.
No, it's interesting that you said having faith, because the first card I got, I'm using Lenormand this time, is the cross. So this is a card that it's very powerful in its meaning. It's about having faith. It's about uh, it's about karma, but it's also a card that can symbolize burden. So I know this process of trying to find a new place, new home, trying to find your place not only physically but also emotionally, right? Because you get to a point where you need to move from the dwelling that you're at, but it's also an emotional move. It's trying to find yourself in a different physical space. So it is a tedious process. It's a burden. It's a process of a lot of burden. But the other two cards that I got are very positive ones. I got the sun. There is clarity, radiance, positivity coming your way, and the clover, which is about good luck. Very, very positive cards. This move, although it's a difficult process, it will be a very positive one down the road. It's going to bring you that stability, that clarity that you're seeking for. In terms of when I pulled this card, don't worry about the card, because it is the Three of Swords, which is a card about burden, but this is not what we're looking for. I was looking for the season and possibly a month. So swords are associated with winter. So it is possible. It seems like down the road towards the end of the year, more towards the beginning of next year. I have three. So I would dare to say in wintertime around March might be a good time for you to move. But start doing your research. Look at places or areas that you might want to move into and start the process. Start packing, start clearing out those things that you don't want to take with you. For that time when it comes, it'll be definitely a much easier process. But according to the cards, it seems that it's going to be more towards winter time. That's what I have for you. What do you got, Heather?
Okay.
I think you're
So I
muted. Okay.
yeah, I pulled a couple cards, but I wanted to use my pendulum. And it's interesting that Ramon got Three of Swords, which it's it was it one of the texts I read. They saw the Three of Swords differently. They saw it as a way of healing. The heart might be broken, but because of the Three of Swords, it's a foundation being laid for the healing process. So instead of focusing on the excruciating pain and or betrayal or whatever, that it's thinking of, okay, it's in the process now of being healed. For me, threes are kind of like cycles. What I had. I got the Three of Cups. So the move is going to happen. It's going to be a beautiful celebration. So his Three of Swords, which is kind of like the pain, the worry, the angst of um, the thought of not knowing if or when you're going to move. This is where the healing starts, and then the celebration begins. And on the bottom of the deck, I got the Queen of Cups. So listen to your intuition. Um, the Queen of Cups, her knowledge. She holds that beautiful psychic knowledge in her cup. Um, Making sure to, but with the Three of Cups, I mean, it's all water, it's all celebration. But what I'm feeling is that you are going to intuitively know it when the time's right. You're going to see the place. You're going to see whether it's looking through a paper or an ad or something. You're going to be like, that's the place. Or you're going to see a town or something. That's the place. You're automatically going to feel that connection.
Hmm.
Believe in that. And I asked my pendulum, I asked if Suzanne will be moving by the end of this year of 2024. You have to be very specific. So I said 2024. And as of standing right now, because like Ramon said, things can easily change because of factors and other things. But at this moment, it said no. And I asked about 2025. I started getting a slight spin. And then I asked what about 2026, and the spin was stronger. So you may start through your, like Ramon said, through your research, through your, contacting people, getting things ready, coming across something possibly next year. So I'm feeling something next year going into 2026. And then that made sense because I heard you say three, with the swords, and I got the three of, oops, and I got the Three of Cups. So that could very well be maybe a significator in the terms of how long it's going to take to be able to move. But again, this is just a moment right now, and other things can happen. Like someone could watch this video and say, hey, she's looking for a place. I like her energy. Hey, I have something that could be ready for you within
Hmm.
6 months or 3 months. You just never know. But as of standing, this is where the energy is.
Hmm.
And good
Yeah,
luck.
and yes, good luck. And you have a lot of influence in whatever direction this can go. Just keep that in mind. All right. Thank you,
All right.
everybody, for being here.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Heather.
Thank
It
you,
was
Ramon, for
awesome sharing with you
yes.
this unexpected show with an unexpected guest, and it was amazing. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Yes.
I don't know when I'll do this show again because the reason that I put together this show was for for like random nights that I don't want to go to bed early, and I want to share with
And you
everyone.
want to shuffle
So
the cards. You get the
yeah,
itchy
just shuffle the
shuffle.
cards
Yeah.
and yeah. Um,
It's a
so just keep tuned. I'll announce it a few hours ahead of time, and who knows who will be my next guest? Maybe it'll be Heather again. Maybe just by myself. Who knows?
and
But
I know
thank you.
Sherry is a night owl. Sherry might even,
Oh, Sherry. Sherry will be amazing to have here.
and
Yeah.
there's Empress and there's Tom.
Hmm.
Not that I'm like volunteering you guys, but y'all are
Why
good
not?
readers. You're all
The
good
more the
readers.
merrier.
Yeah.
Yes. So anybody who's interested in a future
Pajama party with
insomnia
Ramon.
tarot, yes,
Show up in our
just
pajamas.
stop by. So I've been drinking a lot of chamomile tea, so I'm ready to hit the sack. So
And the bathroom, I'm sure.
yes. What time is it right now here?
So
It's
it is
2
2 o'clock
a.m.
on the
It's
dot.
2 a.m. So it's like
Yeah.
8 p.m. in Hawaii and what? It's
It's about
7
7 in
a.m.
the
in
morning, Jackie. Have a good
United
day,
Kingdom.
sweetheart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. And
Yes.
as
Thank you.
always, blessings to all. Thank you,
Hmm.
Heather, for being here with
Oh,
us.
thank you again.
Don't
Bye,
go.
everybody.
All
I
right.
won't.
Bye.
Bye. Strike a pose.